Hello, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, ants, and worms.
And people who aren't watching.
Hello, world. Today is Friday, December. Had to look at my computer. 20th, 2013. We are 5 days away from Christmas, people. For those who celebrate Christmas. We celebrate Christmas.
We do. We celebrate Christmas?
We celebrate Christmas.
I don't remember getting crap last Christmas.
We are very excited. We are in the holiday spirit. It's the holiday season.
Where's that from?
It's a song.
Yeah, what that was from something, wasn't it?
Not that I remember. It's probably from a lot of things.
Well, that's always nice.
Anyway, today is episode 2 of the SuperLaBargeBros SuperCast. No, once again, we do not tell the weather forecast for the next 10 days. This is our podcast.
I think it's supposed to rain tomorrow in Georgia.
It is supposed to rain. There's a slight chance of rain in Georgia. Okay, so let's go ahead and just start off with something very interesting and exciting. We're going to go to Salvery with the news.
What?
Salvery. News.
Oh, the news. So
Stop sharpening your pencil!
What? Okay.
Read the news!
So 2 days ago, in Australia, a Taiwanese tourist fell off of a pier while browsing Facebook. Let's see. She wasn't in a panic. She wasn't splashing around after she fell off, but she was holding her phone up so it wouldn't get wet and floating.
I need to send the status update!
She had a mobile phone in one of her hands, and when we brought her on board, one of the first things she did was apologize and say sorry.
For what? Causing a commotion?
She explained that she was on her phone checking her Facebook page when
I knew it!
I knew
it! She was on her role-playing page.
And apparently in 2012, a woman here in the U.S. tripped and fell into Lake Michigan after being distracted because she was texting while walking on a pier.
Basically, the bottom line is, people, don't text and walk.
Or do anything on your phone.
If you text and walk, you're going to have a bad time.
You're going to have a bad time falling off that pier.
Oh.
Even if you're not by a pier, you're going to fall off of a pier eventually.
It's beginning to get almost as dangerous as texting and driving.
They call it distracted walking, and this is an apparent growing issue.
Yeah, because people are becoming zombies. Oh, it's a phone.
Earlier this year, an Ohio State University study showed that the injuries were on the rise for pedestrians walking while using their cell phones. Hopefully people will start using some common sense judgment before we start seeing big blue text stop signs for pedestrians.
I think we need to write President Obama about this. This is a serious issue. I'm serious.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, that's the only good thing in the news. Everything else is,
In fact, there was another thing that happened.
What other thing?
If I can find the article, I can't find the article again, but there was a guy who had a seeing eye dog. Mm-hmm. Well, his seeing eye dog's like 10 years old and is retiring now. And
Wait. The dog is retiring.
The dog's 10 years old.
Is the dog getting retirement money?
No.
Then it's not retiring.
But the guy wants to keep the dog because he loves the dog so much.
That's sweet.
But they refuse to give him the dog.
That's messed up.
Because, first off, he can't pay for it. He doesn't have enough money to pay for it.
That's when you go out to where in the open in public and you say, I'm keeping my dog. And if they say no, you'll be like, rape! I'm blind!
And, crap, I wasn't say. Apparently the insurance doesn't pay for the dog after 10 years of age.
Oh.
And whatnot, and he really wants to keep the dog, and they're trying to get him a new dog, a new seeing eye dog, but he only wants that one.
Well, you've had it for so long, you
get attached.
You have a special bond with it. I don't blame him one bit. If I were him, I'd fight for it.
I believe that people will raise money to help him keep the dog.
No, you should take it to that website.
That website?
I forget the website everybody's going to raise money for video games and stuff. We were just talking about this yesterday.
We weren't talking about trying to raise money at all, but...
No, we were talking about the website. Indiegogo.
Indiegogo?
Yeah. I think that's it.
Why? Why do people want to raise money so much?
Well, some people want to make games like we do.
Well, we're already in the middle of production of our game.
Yeah, we're in the middle of production. We didn't ask for any money from anybody. It came out of our own pockets. We sounded real rich and snooty. Oh, we paid for it with pocket change.
Actually, it wasn't that much. It was we paid under $500 for it.
Yeah, not much at all.
Not much.
All right, so I guess that's all for the news. We don't want to get into any more of the risque articles for various reasons, different people's views and opinions about things. So I'm just going to completely avoid that bullet. I don't want to bite it. So,
can you even bite a bullet?
You can, it'll hurt.
Can you even bite through it?
No. Maybe.
I think there's a way you can bite it and take the gunpowder
Your
out.
teeth can bite 600 pounds or something.
Why don't you just go to that ammunition place and ask the people if you can bite through a bullet?
I wouldn't ask them anything. They're dicks. Alright. Next up is... yes. We purchased a new game this week. And a lot of you probably already know about it. It is The Walking Dead Season 2, Episode Uno. And let me just say, it was fantastic. It was a fantastic opener for the new season.
Do you find this one better than the first episode of the other one? The first season?
I don't know. That's a tough one. It's been so long since we played the first season, first episode. But I think where they picked up and where they went with Season 2, Episode 1 was really... They did really well. Yeah. Like, having that... Okay, there's going to be some spoilers, so... Not major spoilers. I mean, if you watch the first season, you already know what happens. But for anybody who didn't watch the first season of the Walking Dead video game and does not want any spoilers, go ahead and skip ahead a little bit. When Clementine was going through her bag and she saw the picture of Lee in there and the picture she drew of Kenny and Katja and Duck, I was like, oh, feels.
Feels like forever ago. All that happened. All that went down.
And we had just gotten over it like the day before it came out. Then we had to relive it again.
And you had a chance to burn it if you wanted to.
Yeah, if you watch a playthrough, which is now up on YouTube, youtube.com/SuperLaBargeBros. Go ahead and just...
Where we put the super in your day.
Okay. Anyway, we did not burn either of those. We wanted to keep those.
I mean, not like that would have mattered anyways, because, a few minutes later, no spoilers, but something happens. So
yeah. Well, the game picks back up with Clementine walking with Omid and Krista, who, if you guys saw the first season, you know who Omid and Krista are. They came in real late in the first season. I believe it was episode 4 that they came in.
Yeah, it was either 4 or the end of 3. I think it was 4, though.
I think it was 4, too. Oh, well. Either way, stuff happens. Not going to say what. And Clementine ends up on her own for a little bit. Mm-hmm. And she goes to this house. There's a bunch of survivors living there. And nobody's really taking a shining to her except for 2 people. And their names slip me. I think one's name is Peter.
One's
I think the other one's Cottontail.
No. One's Peter and the other one's Dave. Wasn't it Dave?
Dave?
No.
No,
Dave in there.
No, it's not.
Peter's the old guy.
And Nick is the dick.
Then
you got Sarah's the little girl. What was the old guy's name? Was it Carlos?
Yeah, Carlos was her father.
Sarah's father.
I'm trying to think of that guy that carried her.
Yeah, I was talking to the guy who carried her. Look it up. Anyway, we'll just move on while Salvary's looking that up. And basically, the episode's just revolving around her getting used to the house, and not very much though, because that's pretty much the end of the episode is her talking to the house members and stuff, and something happens. We don't want to spoil it too much, but if you've got $5, go ahead and download it because it is amazing. It did have it was sort of choppy in the beginning of the gameplay, but it fixed itself after a little bit.
That's the regular
Which
show.
is I almost said which is Thanksgiving.
Which is Thanksgiving.
Which I was going to say which is fantastic, not Thanksgiving. Anyway, so we wanted to kind of give a little review on it. Like I said, I believe it was a good intro to the new season, and kind of left it with a cliffhanger ending, and then the previews for the next episode left you with another freaking cliffhanger. If you saw the previews for season 2, episode 2, Clementine says, "I thought you were dead," which Salver and I have been discussing could be a number of characters.
Mm-hmm. Nick and Pete is part of Pete's family.
He calls him Uncle Pete.
Alvin, Rebecca's family.
Who's Rebecca? Oh, Rebecca's the pregnant
You
woman.
have the forest scavengers, which is Victor, Ralph, and Winston. Then you have the cabin survivor, Luke.
That's his name.
Luke's the name.
Yeah, Luke.
And then Carlos.
Oh yeah, because we were like, the force is strong, Luke.
And I think I said, I wonder if it says that Luke, I am your father. I wonder if he's Luke's father. Alright, and then Carlos, Sarah, Rebecca, Alvin, Nick, and Pete.
You say Carlos?
Carlos and Sarah.
Okay, yeah, good. We got Carlos right. So the other guy is Luke, and Luke and Pete, are kind of on Clementine's side.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go ahead and review this. Like we said, great intro. At the end of the previews for episode 2, Clementine says, "I thought you were dead." Salvery, who do you think she's talking about? Let's go ahead and just kind of brainstorm a little here.
Well, I think, it could be a number of people. It could be the girl from the first one, like you said, that they left off the bus because she killed that. I forgot.
She killed the reporter. If you save the reporter.
She killed Doug.
No, Doug died a different way.
Unless you saved Doug.
Yeah, but if you saved Carla, she killed Carla. Shot her right in the face.
Yeah. I forgot the other kid's name.
What other kid?
The kid with the jock kid.
Ben.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? It could be her. Well, I think correctly at the end of The Walking Dead, you had a chance to shoot Lee or to let him go, right? I don't really think it's gonna be Lee.
No, I don't think it's gonna be
because
Lee. This is too obvious.
Yeah,
it's too obvious.
Yeah.
Plus, he was bitten. Unless they're gonna be like, I found a vaccine. Where you were either shot in the head or you were left in the store handcuffed. So how?
Yeah.
It could be Kenny because all the playthroughs we've seen, we didn't really see Kenny die.
We did hear him get bit.
I didn't.
You're. You don't remember that?
No. It could have been anything.
It could have been anything.
That could have been anything.
That could have been anything.
Because I shoved my flashlight in its mouth. He had a flashlight.
Really?
Yeah.
I know he had a flashlight. Really shoving the flashlight.
That's what I did.
He's surrounded by like 10 zombies. He's gonna take this flashlight.
Let's see. If there's one about to bite you, wouldn't you try to shove something in his mouth to get it away from you?
What about the 5 more behind you?
Go the other way around. There you go. You just gotta stop it from biting you.
People in Walking Dead aren't that smart.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Could be
Omid or Krista.
Yeah.
I don't think it's either of them, though.
Yeah.
I really don't think it is.
Who else could it be?
I mean, it could be the one guy that left in episode 1 to go to Atlanta to get his friends.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think she would remember him very well.
I don't think so either, but still. He
Um,
hasn't shown up since.
I think they're going to do something with him this season.
I think in the previews for the second episode, I saw one of the guys from 400 Days in there.
Really?
Yeah, well, We're gonna have to go back and rewatch that. But I think I saw the convict one, the guy that was on the prison bus. I think I saw him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't think so because I know I watched 400 Days, but I don't remember anything about it really.
Well, besides that, like we said, we just watching our playthrough, you'll see we really enjoyed it. You all the time about on the edge of our seat, real gripping story.
When someone actually, did the controls right.
Okay, there were a couple of times where you've got to do little quick time events to push the right stick in the right direction, and even if you're a little off, it won't register. So I was having a little trouble with that. It was only like 3 or 4 times.
5.
3 or 4.
5.
3 or
It was like
4.
It was like 5.
Anyway, what was I gonna say? You made me forget what I was gonna say.
Sucks to be you.
Crap. What was I talking about before that? Oh, real gripping story. Brings back characters that you're already attached to. It brings in new characters we're probably going to get attached to later on. That's just how Telltale Games works.
I want to know when they're The Wolf Among Us next part.
Well, we're not talking about that right now. Right now is Walking Dead.
I know, but I was just pointing that out there. Can I not point that out there?
No, you can't. That is a good point. When will the next episode of The Wolf Among Us come out? We don't know. Telltale Games probably doesn't even know. But like I mentioned earlier, the beginning had a little choppy frame issue. Besides that, the game worked really well. I'm going to base it off of a scale of 1 to 10. I'm going to give Walking Dead Season 2, Episode 1 a 9.25.
A 9.25. Really? You could just round it up to like a 9.3.
No, the .25 is really crucial. It differentiates 9.25 from 9.50. See? It's very important. What about you? What would you like to say about the game?
Pretty much everything you said. I really enjoyed it. I give it a 9.6 out of 10.
Why 9.6? Why not 9.7?
Because there's no 9.65. I'm not rounding it up.
Oh, for the love of God.
Now, I think it just deserves that score.
No, it deserves a high score. Yeah, it was really good. I mean, it was like an hour and 45 minutes.
No.
Normal people is an hour and 45 minutes. Not us. Well, we have 6 parts, 15 minutes each.
Yeah, about.
So it was about an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah, about an hour and 30 minutes.
So yeah, that's our rating for that. We also played a demo this week for Dragon Ball Z Battle of Z. Oh, we downloaded the PlayStation 3.
We didn't download the PlayStation.
Version.
We downloaded it on the PlayStation 3.
We downloaded the PlayStation 3 version.
You said we downloaded the PlayStation 3.
And then I was swallowing. So
You cannot download a PlayStation 3. You have to buy it from the store.
Sure you can. You can download pictures of it.
Besides the pictures.
Anyway, I have one major complaint about the demo. Is the matchmaking. How long did we wait? We streamed this also.
But the video was...
Yeah, the video was way too choppy to upload to YouTube. So we just decided that it's just a demo. Just nah.
Just nah.
Just nah.
Just nah.
But if you're trying to get into a co-op match or a battle mode match, it would put us into a room and some people already be playing. We'd have to sit there and wait till they were done playing the match they were currently in.
How long was each match? Like 15 minutes?
Something like that. And we kept going in and out of rooms, trying to create rooms. It was a hassle. They needed it. I can see why they're doing that. Like, oh, well, you want to play? Just wait till these guys are done. That way you can start from the beginning. And you're not just thrown in mid-match. I can understand that.
They make the matches too long.
But can't you have like an option to where you can choose if you want to be put into a match automatically or be put into a lobby that hasn't started a match yet? That's just the major complaint I had. Besides that, it's like an open battlefield. You get to fly around, shoot. I almost said laser beams.
Jump up real quick.
Laser beams. Yeah, you get the ray gun from Call of Duty, and you get to you get to shoot little key blasts, and special moves like the Kamehameha wave, special beam cannon, and the characters you play as can be like different classes. Like Gohan is some kind of support type where he can heal people and give them more ki to use. There are only 4 playable characters in the demo: Goku, Krillin, Piccolo, and Gohan. And my favorite out of those was Piccolo. We got into a battle mode match, and we were using Piccolo. We were just completely owning the other guy. It was so bad. If you don't have enough people on your team or the other team, they'll just put bots in for you. Our team was demolishing this guy's team. It was so bad. And then the guy left mid-match.
It was a girl.
It had to have been a guy.
It was like young Casey or something.
Jesse.
Jesse.
Jesse. Jesse.
Jesse.
That could be a guy's name.
Yeah, but there was something. I think it had a heart in it or something.
No, it said Young Jesse.
I swore it had a heart.
Young Jesse 09. Yeah.
09. Was she born in 09?
Probably.
Why was there like a 4-year-old playing Dragon Ball Z?
I don't know. I don't get into people's gamer tags and PSN IDs.
I watched Dragon Ball Z when I was 4.
Okay.
I was just pointing that out there. 4-year-olds nowadays, they don't know.
They'd rather twerk.
They don't know how nerve-wracking it was to put your hands up to give Goku your energy.
I still do that to this day. But we're getting a little off course. I had 4 little missions to go through. First 2 were basically just training. Then you fought some Cybermen. And then the last mission of the demo, you fought Nappa with Cybermen.
Basically Cybermen. You fought Raditz too.
Oh, yeah, you did. You fought Raditz. I almost forgot about him because nobody cares about him.
Yeah. I thought Raditz was a cool character.
I thought he needed a haircut. But besides that, I think it's going to be an alright game.
An alright game?
It's hard to say right now.
Well, yeah, it's a demo.
And it's supposed to go through all the sagas and
also the God Saga.
Also the God Saga, the God movie with Bills. I don't know if it's going to go to other movies like Super Android 13.
Maybe they have Cooler in here.
Cooler. I'm pretty sure they'll have Broly in there. Yeah. Broly is pretty much a definite. They have Broly and everything. But all things considered, is real fun. It's a free download for the demo, so I would highly recommend just downloading it and seeing if it's your piece of pie or not.
Piece of pie.
For the demo itself, I'm going to give it an 8.25.
8.25?
Yes.
Seriously?
Yes. It's good. So I could see it potentially being great, but it's not fantastic. Yet. What about you?
I'd give it the same score. Are you serious? Yeah, I was actually thinking of it. Cheap. I was actually thinking of an 8.25. No, I just feel that the online matches are just a little too long.
I'm sure there's a way in the full version that you could choose your time. We just got thrown into like a 15-minute match, and that was.
I couldn't sit there for 15 minutes fighting the same person over and over again.
No, that's a little bad.
Yeah.
Alright, that will do it for our reviews for this podcast. What we got next on the agenda? Salvery!
Which one do you want to do first?
We'll do Christmas wish list, and then we'll end it with the other one.
Okay.
Christmas wish list. Mr. Salvery, what is on your Christmas wish list?
My 2 front teeth.
Besides them, because you're never going to have them.
I have front teeth.
No, remember? You had the horrible hockey puck accident.
That was our uncle.
I know, our Uncle John. He's missing a few teeth from a hockey puck, actually.
Yeah, I think he's got some in there now.
Mm-hmm.
To put in there.
Yeah, he's got fake teeth. You pull them in, pull them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not really much I want for Christmas. What was that face for? No, it's just like I feel that
Your list was like the most expensive.
Really?
Yes.
What was our PS Vita?
What of the PS Vita Walking Dead bundle?
What? I said any PS Vita is fine. I would say I want this specific one right here. This Walking Dead one. I want no other. No, I never said that.
That's exactly what you said.
No, if I look at it, I'm going to cry. I said that.
No, that's basically the only thing on your list besides an Xbox One because, we went to go get an Xbox One, but we got an Xbox Own.
Yeah.
I'm still going to go complain about that.
Paid a good $500 on that Xbox Own. But we paid half for that, so that's our Christmas gift to ourselves.
Yeah, now it's sitting on our desk next to our PS4 and above our Xbox 360 and PS3.
I'm actually surprised we got both of all the next gen consoles in the same year. Except the Wii U.
Except the Wii U. I don't consider that really next gen though.
It's the next generation for the Wii.
For the Wii, yeah. Next generation for Nintendo. I still like the 3DS better.
Yeah. I wonder if they're going to make another DS.
Yeah, it's going to be the 1DS.
The one
dimension. You're going to play Super SNES games on there and original NES.
I'm trying to think. I'm like, what would their next DS be named? The 4DS?
Yeah, it'll give you cards that you can sniff as you're playing. Like, oh, you went to a bathroom. Link smelled a nasty fart. Sniff card number 4A. Oh, nasty!
I don't know how they're going to do that.
But for my wish list, I had some things on my wish list, but I ended up buying them myself. Just some Xbox One games like Dead Rising 3, Assassin's Creed 4, which we got. You're supposed to pay $10 for it if you trade in your Xbox 360 version. But somehow I ended up paying $8. I'm not complaining, but I was expecting. You said pay 10, and I'm paying 8. I guess it's because the 10% off Power Up Rewards member thing.
That's 20% off, dude.
10% extra trade-in value.
So 10% off and then 10% extra.
No, just the 10% extra trade-in.
That would put it at $9. 10%
is 52.
52.
My trade-in was 52. I got the freaking receipt. So where is this thing? Where is it? That's Dead Rising 3. Where is this thing? We're gonna settle this. My trade-in was $52.40. $805. I paid $805.
Oh, I see. You traded in the game. You got $52.
Yep.
For it.
Yep.
And then you paid $8.
$8.05. Yeah.
You got $2 extra than you were supposed to get.
Because of my 10% Power Up Rewards trade-in thing. I'm a Bob. And we also got an Xbox One controller for $10.
Ooh.
Next to my $50 off coupon I got off of a Power Up Rewards sponsor. Power Up Rewards. Not yet.
Not yet. Deals.
Yes, if you rack up points at GameStop, go on PowerUpRewards.com and spend them immediately. You can, like myself, spend 50,000 points and get $50 off your next GameStop purchase. Any item.
I feel that's a lot of points for $50 off.
50,000? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That was all the points I had left. I have like a lifetime score of 100,000 points.
I thought we were going to get a Lancer.
That's 100,000 points.
You know how long it took us to get up to 50,000?
1 year.
Oh.
Actually, I'm interested. Hold on. Do you have my receipt over there? I have it. How much is this? Let's see.
sometime today.
We've saved $393 this year using Power Up Rewards.
Really?
That's a lot of money.
All that money went to our game fund.
Pretty much. But yeah, basically there's nothing on my Christmas list as of right now. As of right now, it's only
Oh, you
5
know,
days
deep
left.
inside you're like a little kid. I want this. I want this. I want this. I want
Yeah, I
tarantula.
do say that, but then I just get it.
I have a tarantula on my Christmas wish list too.
Yeah, it's something you're never getting.
No,
So-
I want a crocodile.
Yeah, I want a 17-foot crocodile. Alright, so let's move on to the last segment of the podcast, which is drumroll.
Back in the day.
Back in the day with Beast and Salver,
With peace and
where we delve into the depths of our minds, into our childhood, to bring you fantastic stories from back in the day.
Whoa.
Sponsor. And today's story I chose, and next week Salvery will choose this story.
Ooh, I got a good one for next week.
I gotta go in for today. Nintendo 64.
Oh my god.
What? Yeah, that's way back. The day we got it. What happened? What transpired? I remember we were sitting there. We did not have school that day.
What?
It was a weekday, but we didn't have school.
What? How old was I? I don't even remember getting a Nintendo 64.
When did the Nintendo 64 come out? Look that up real quick. I believe it was like 97, 98.
Then how would I remember that?
Well, then I'm remembering it for you. No, I think you were older than that.
Nintendo 64 release date. May 13th, 1996. 3 days after my birthday. How do I remember that? Oh yeah, I remember everything for that day.
I didn't know you were so young. Oh my god.
I was 3 days old.
Why did they get me a game system 3 days after you were born? No, it's impossible. We must have gotten it later because you were a little older. Mom would have still been in the hospital. Mom was the one who went and got it for us.
Oh, yeah, we probably got it maybe a few years later. No.
No.
I don't remember.
I just remember her bringing home a big box and it said Nintendo 64. I'm like, what's that?
What is that?
And she also brought home Pokemon Snap and Super Mario 64. And the first thing she said was, your father and I are going to play it to make sure it works. She said, you guys can play it later. Like, okay. So we're sitting there for like 5 hours. They're sitting there playing Pokemon Snap. Oh, get the picture of the Pokemon. Oh, the Pidgey, the Pikachu. The whole time you and me are sitting there looking, I'm like, can we play? And Dad's like, no, later. Yeah, you can play later. God, later. And then I remember when we first got it. When we first played it, Pokemon Snap. I could not figure out how to take pictures. I didn't know there was a button on the back, the Z button. So I was pressing it, I can't do it! I can't do it! He goes, let me show you. And he starts playing for another 2 hours. Like, oh,
Well, that's that, alright.
But I'll never forget playing Super Mario 64 for the first time because, we were used to side-scrolling Mario. I was used to the Mario that came with Duck Hunt on the NES. And just running around in 3D, in the 3D world, jumping into paintings, and just a new Mario experience. I think I went through puberty that day. I was like, this is so much fun. And I was like, oh my god. So, which brings me to my question.
Which I
If you give your kids a game system, are you going to play it for 8 hours and not let them play?
Yeah!
That's not my question. My question is, what was your favorite Nintendo 64 game?
That was hard. There was a lot of good ones. We had the Donkey Kong 64, which we never beat.
Oh my god, the game's impossible! Could not beat that as kids.
I don't
We still
know
have
why.
it sitting over there.
As a kid, I always loved swimming around in the ocean. Not even doing the story, just swimming around in the ocean there.
Yeah, you're a giant monkey. Why wouldn't you go swim in the ocean? There's a fun fact for you guys. We actually still have the Nintendo 64. It still works. And the games still work for it. Surprisingly. Sitting over there.
We've had that for over 10 years.
You have for a while, yeah.
I know we had the Super Nintendo, but it broke recently.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Is Super Nintendo older than the Nintendo 64?
Yeah. A lot older.
That's right, it's bitted. I think...
Mr. Dude!
Yeah, and I think the Nintendo 64 was the first game for 3D. Or 3D, right?
For Nintendo. PlayStation came out before that.
Oh. Oh, it did. Didn't it?
Legend of Dragoon, yeah!
Yeah, Legend of Dragoon was a good one.
Great. Okay.
But this isn't about PlayStation.
No, it's not. That'll be a different day. We got some funny stories for that, too.
Probably... I just thought of the funny thing about PlayStation, but probably Super Mario 64 or Yoshi's Island.
Yoshi's Story.
Yeah, same thing. Yoshi's Story.
That annoying main music.
I thought it was whistling.
No, they're not whistling. They're singing.
Okay.
You know, we never unlocked the black and white Yoshis in that.
They had black and white.
Yeah, they have black and white Yoshis.
Well, we're gonna go unlock it.
Oh my god! Let me go get the Ouya. Ouya. Besides the fact that you're dripping on the keyboard,
we'll definitely have to do a playthrough. Yoshi, get the white and black one.
Oh my god! Let me see. My favorite Nintendo 64 game. That's a tough one. When I was a kid, I loved Spider-Man. It came with the red cartridge, and it was like the easiest game to beat, except for Monster Ark. That gave me hell. It took me like 3 months.
Monster Ark, wasn't that one that was chasing you through that tunnel?
Yeah, and you had to run away, keep running away.
And I was utterly scared of it.
Yeah.
I was just terrified. I could not stay in the room when he was playing that.
It took me forever to beat that thing, and I finally beat it, and all the villains are just chilling in a jail cell playing cards or something. Like, yeah, we'll get him next time.
How many years later?
I think the hardest game for Nintendo 64 when we were kids, it's probably Donkey Kong.
This still is the hardest game.
We haven't really sat down and tried it, but as kids, we just couldn't get past unlocking Diddy Kong as kids.
I know. Actually, when I was a kid, I unlocked the girl.
Oh yeah, Tiny Kong.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
That was the farthest we've got.
Yeah, Tiny Kong, the blonde one.
Yeah.
Not Dixie Kong, because Dixie Kong was cool. The spinning ponytail. Which brings me to my next point. Why haven't we seen Baby Kong in any Donkey Kong games lately?
I guess there wasn't hype about him or something.
He was pretty crappy.
I would like to see a remake of the Donkey Kong 64.
I'd like to see a remake of Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, and 3. HD remake. Side-scrolling and everything.
That would be nice. Very nice. I want to see a remake of Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars for Super Nintendo.
Oh, what was your pick for hardest Nintendo 64 game when you were a child? Don't say Perfect Dark.
I was actually thinking about that. Maybe Perfect Dark.
That music scared me for some reason.
Yeah.
No!
I know we used to play co-op on that all the time.
The game was awful.
Those pixelated boobs.
Oh god, triangular titties.
Oh. Never again will we see triangular titties.
Maybe.
You know, I'm gonna do that in our game. I'm just gonna
If they don't make a new Kim Possible game.
It's probably Donkey Kong.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Most fun game on Nintendo 64, I think, was probably Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah.
1 or 2, doesn't matter. I just like being able to choose rental Pokemon and then use them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, I'm using this Pokemon, but it's not mine. And then you can also import your Pokemon, so you have like a full team of legendaries. Just boom, right there.
And I believe in the GameCube you could play your Pokemon games too and do something with.
Yeah, they had a Game Boy player.
Yeah, I think there was a way you could hook it up with a Pokemon Coliseum or something like that.
You get Jirachi.
Yeah.
From the bonus disc. Yeah, that's what we did.
Yeah, that's cool.
Speaking of which, Pokemon Bank, if you get it between December 31st and some other day.
And some other day?
I forgot the end date. I'm sure it's like January 31st or something. Or the whole year. You get a free SLB.
What?
You know, $5 per year for Pokemon Bank. You store up to 3,000 Pokemon. And transfer them to X and Y from Black and White 2, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, I believe. Don't quote me. I didn't do research. I'm just going off the top of my head. I think it's well worth the $5. Plus, you get a Celebi.
Speaking of Pokemon, I saw a picture online. There's a guy. He was battling that giant tree Pokemon. I forgot his name. Treant. And apparently, he ran into 4 shiny Mareep.
Or is it Trevenant? I forget. Oh, you know that picture's fake.
Yeah, I know it's fake. Because it's impossible to run into 4 shiny ones at the same time.
It's like a 1 trillion something chance. 1 in a trillion. Is more likely to win the lottery.
Yeah, Trevenant.
Trevenant?
It's Trevenant.
Okay. Treant, I think, is from Fable. No. Treant. I forgot what game Treants are from.
And one day we're going to have to talk about these Pokemon entries for Treant and his pre-evolution.
Oh, yeah, we'll have a whole thing. Ow! Because it hurt. Probably on the New Year's Eve when we actually get Pokemon Bank, maybe we'll have a little podcast about some cool and creepy Pokedex entries in X and Y.
I know, I believe about half of
Look
them.
at Treant that's bothering me right now.
Treant?
Yeah. I forget what it's from.
Treant.
A-N-T.
Treant?
Yeah.
Whoa. Treant.
I want to say it's from Fable.
Let's see if I can take one. Fable Tree. No.
Forget it then.
Are you sure it's not a Trevenant's a pre-evolution?
That's Phantom.
Phantom. Okay.
Alright, we're bringing me to my last question. What was the stupidest or most stupid Nintendo 64 game in your opinion?
Perfect Dark.
Really? Mine's completely different.
Really?
Hey You Pikachu.
Oh, I forgot I hated Pikachu.
I hated that.
What was the even point of that game?
Nothing. Play with Pikachu.
Like,
Hey Pikachu, fart! Fart! Don't smack my TV, fart!
I think it's interesting how they try to do voice commands with it.
Yeah. The voice commands were bad. Now, there were some occasions where they actually worked really well.
Yeah. No, that was nice. That was a good game.
No, it wasn't!
It was a good game for being stupid.
I heard they're remaking something like that. For the Wii U or something, or the 3DS.
Really?
Some kind of Pikachu thing. I'm not sure how credible it is, but that's what I heard.
Really?
Yep. Oh, yes. We also... I played Dead Rising 3 this weekend. Just a little bit of it, and I am loving it. They really did well. Battle system. The AI isn't a complete dumbass. They will actually avoid the zombies when they can. The amount of zombies on the screen at one time is ridiculous. Ridiculous. I was standing on top of a cop car towards the beginning when you're on the highway, and it's just a sea of zombies everywhere. So I'm standing up there, I'm like, okay, cool, I'm safe. They can't climb the cars. They can't. But they were flipping the car over. They were trying to flip it. I'm like, whoa.
That's funny.
I'll shit myself.
Well, here's another thing. What game are you looking forward to for the PS4 and Xbox One? Not the same game, but one for each system.
Okay. PS4 is probably Final Fantasy 15. Final Fantasy 15.
Final Fantasy 15. Okay.
Yeah.
Xbox One? Left 4 Dead, maybe? Left 4
Yeah,
Dead.
if Left 4 Dead 3 ever comes out, it'll probably be on Xbox One.
Left 4 Dead 3 ever comes out? I thought they already announced it.
No, they keep hinting at it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be nice.
Yeah, I want a Left 4 Dead 3. I want one bad. Let's see what else. Fable. For Xbox One, if they ever make a Fable, which I'm pretty sure they will. I'm trying to look at my Xbox game and see what I got over there. Oh, you Gears of War?
They're making a new Gears of War?
I'm sure they will.
What happened to them being done with 3?
Well, you see, they need to make another Alan Wake.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
What else I got over here?
I'm looking forward to Minecraft.
Dragon Age! Dragon Age Inquisition.
Ah.
If that's coming on Xbox One or if it's just 360, I don't care. I'm looking forward to it. 2 wasn't that great. Origins was awesome. Hopefully with Inquisition they can bring it back, reel me back in, because I'm kind of getting loose on this little fishing line. Anything else?
No.
No? I think that just about wraps it up for this week's podcast. Join us next week on Friday for another podcast. Pretty much summing up our Christmas adventures. And we'd love to hear your Christmas adventures too.